Hello and welcome everybody here to another Disney baseball game here on Disney Channel. And today we've had the New York Waverlys against the newcomer in the Disney Baseball League, FBC Gilroy, First Baseball Club Gilroy. And yeah, let's see what they got in the first game. And now we had the starting lineup: Wally Dingle, Dave Rocker, Coach Carp, Ginger Falcone, Poochie McGruder, Reginald Johnson, Mia Falcone, Peter Korn and Luther Waffles. And let's see whether New York Waverlys are able to handle the today's opponent better, because the last game from the New York Waverlys was not a good was definitely not a good game from them, because they lost against the Boston Tiptons with 12-4 runs. Yeah, and that's why I said that. And now, and by the way, we have now Dave Rocker on the bat and Justin Max Russo on the mound today. And hits the pitch, and the Waverlys center fielder was able to catch the ball in the air, and now he's out. Dave Rocker is out for now. Now we had Coach Carp in the batter's box. And here comes the pitch from Max Russo, and that's a foul ball. And this ball got a little bit too low. And that's a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the delivery, and that's a strike 2, 1-2. And that's a strikeout. Coach Carp is out. Good pitch from him. And that was the middle of the first inning. And now it's time for the defense and offensive change. And Luther Waffles is on the mound right now. And here comes the pitch. And the splitter got a little bit too low, and that means 1-0. And that is a strike. Good pitch from him, 1-1.
That's what made that effective. 1-1 on the way. Missed with the fastball outside, 2-1.
And that goes a little bit too wide, and that means 2-1.
Here's the 2-1. Swung on and dribbled out in
And that's a foul ball.
Now swing and a shot.
He drops the pitch into the ground, but he didn't reach the first base in time, so he's out for now. Now the Waverlys lineup: Quisenberry, Larry Tate, Riley, Alex Russo, Felix Drill, Van Hoyt, Nudi, Tudi, Talia Robinson and Jerry Russo.
Get a chance to check out the defensive alignment. Let's take a look. Okay, they always want to play solid defense, but against this weak-hitting lineup, there's a chance that they have some margin for error today.
Now Herschel Larry Tate in the batter's box. Here comes the delivery from Luther Waffles. And he drops the pitch into the ground, and He didn't reach the first base in time. Also, and he's out.
In the batter's box, it's Riley. And you gotta love the young talent.
And it's time for the next batter. Riley comes in the batter's box against Luther Waffles. Here comes the pitch, and that is the first strike. 0-1.
On the way. Good.
Strike 2. 0-2. One more strike, and Riley will be out. For now.
That one hit pretty well, but it goes foul.
He hits the pitch, but he hits the pitch outside from the field, and that is a foul ball. And he didn't make the first base in time also, and he's out. And that's the end of the first inning. And we will be directly heading off to the second inning. And Ginger Falcone is the first one in the batter's box in the second inning against Max Russo. Here comes the delivery. Strike 1.
There's a reason they put the number 1 down when signaling for the fastball. It has to be your number 1 pitch, your best pitch. That's what he saw right there. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
And it's got a little bit too wide, and that means ball and 1-1. Here comes the delivery. Great hit from... Good hit from Ginger Falcone, but it's a foul ball because she hits the pitch outside the field. And that was the second ball. 2-1. 2-2, sorry. And it was a good hit, but this time, and she's able to reach the first base, but maybe second base also. And yes, she's safe. Great effort from her. With a fine baseball slide. And it got a little bit too low, so 1-0.
Here's the 1-0. He bunts the
Oh!
Riley.
It's the pitch.
Well, if you're going to sacrifice, that's the pitch you want. Right down the middle of the plate, you got it. And you need players to execute that. It's not easy when it's coming in there at 95.
Yeah, I must say that this hit was too weak to reach the first base. And in my mind, this kind of hit isn't successful to reach the first base or further. But on the other side, Ginger Falcone has reached the third base. So if the Gilroy batter hits the pitch, and that's the case. And Ginger Falcone makes the first run in this game. 1-0 lead for Gilroy.
Doesn't have to be the long ball. Outs can score runs. Number 7 man at the plate. And this could be a turning point in this ballgame, guys. Getting that edge
1-0 for Gilroy. Yeah, I wasn't even finished with my commentary, so I wanted to say that if the Gilroy's better hits the pitch, that would be the 1-0 lead for Gilroy, and that was the case. 1-0 lead for Gilroy. And that was the first strike. 0-1.
Missed badly with a fastball there, 1-1. On a two-seam fastball down and away, trying to get the hitter to roll his hands over to get the ground ball. He just laid off, though. Good downward action on that sinker, 1-2. He's going to have to step out of the box and relace his shoes and tie him tighter. Swing out of his shoes on that sinker. The 1-2 pitch.
Ball 2, 2-2. One more strike and the Gilroy's batter is out. Ball 3, one more ball, and Mir Falcone, the Gilroy batter, is able to walk one base further. But he makes a strikeout, and Mir Falcone is out for now. And that was... And now it's halftime in the second inning, and that means a defense and offensive change. Alex Russo's in the batter's box right now, and Luther Waffles is the pitcher on the mound. Here comes the delivery. Strike one. 0-1. And that ball got outside to the strike zone, so 1-1. And he drops the pitch to the ground, but isn't able to reach the first base. The Gilroy defense was faster than her. Now Felix in the batter's box. Here comes the delivery. Strike one. 0-1. Strike two, one more strike, and the batter is out. Fastball is up high, then it's 1-2. And the fastball goes a little bit too high, and as you know, ladies and gentlemen, it's the ball 1-2. Ball 2.
Hey man, that was a close one right there. He drilled that fastball in nice and low, just a hair too low. Give the hitter credit for laying off that one.
Ball 3, one more ball, and Felix would be able to walk one base further. And yeah, that's the case. And that is a punishment for Luther Waffles right now. Yeah. Because if you throw outside the strike zone, the batter didn't need to swing for the pitch anyway. And that's why it's a punishment for every batter. And that is another ball from York Waverlys, 1-0.
Swung on and fouled away.
He hits the pitch, but it's a foul ball because the pitch goes off bounds.
Splitter can't find the zone.
Because he hits the pitch out of bounds. Sorry. Second ball, 2-1.
Now the 2-1 pitch. 3-1. Fastball gets away from him there. It's 3-1.
And
Well, they threw that pitch right
that
there,
pitch
down and in,
went
just
a
off
little
the
bit too
plate.
low,
Let's see
so
if they come
3-1,
back with
one more
another
ball,
fastball
and
down and away.
she and Felix can walk one base further. And that's a strike.
Well, you don't see movement like that on pitches that often. A screwball, ball kind of tailing to the pitcher's arm side. Unbelievable. And on a full count, hit in the air.
He hits the pitch, but
That's
the ball goes out of bounds, and that is a foul ball.
3-2 on the way. Swing sends this one to the line to
Good
right
pitch from her, and now,
Good offensive chance here.
and Juliet Van Huysen has reached the first base, and Felix the second base.
Fouling off pitches, taking tough pitches, but he did. Well, thank goodness he only had to run 90 feet because I'd imagine he was pretty tired.
Now Rudy Tooty in the batter's box.
Runners on first and second with 1 out.
Here comes the pitch,
Room back there.
and that's a foul ball
To make that play, but not to be.
because he hits the pitch out of bounds.
Here's the delivery. Split fingers
And
pitch
that is
this
ball
one.
1.
1-1. Hit hard on the
And he hits the pitch, and it's could be an opportunity for the other players to walk one base or
first and safe. Very
2 bases further.
They will not get the double play. 2 outs now. Those runners are still standing.
And Felix
Find his way out of this with the
has reached the third base right now. And that is a good opportunity to tie the game for the Waverlys, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he takes off for second. Ball.
Ball.
And he's in there at third ahead of the play. They just lost track.
And Rudy Tooty
They lost their mind or what, but he made it easily into second base uncontested.
has used the chance and walked one base,
The 1-0 pitch.
runs one base further. And that's another ball.
Tough start in this game, and obviously really laboring in this inning, up over 20 pitches, and just can't seem to throw strikes. Hit in the air.
And he hits the pitch, and that is the opportunity for Felix to make the tie.
Put away to retire the side. So they
But
no runs, one hit, and stranded
the midfielder, the center fielder of Gilroy, makes them out. And Gilroy is still in the lead by 1 run. And now we will begin with the third inning. And Calvo Russo, Coach Carp, is in the batter's box. And is the first ball, 1-0.
1-0 now. Fastball, just
Ball 2.
falls behind, 2-0.
This ball went a little bit too high. So ball 2-0.
Here's the delivery.
Here comes the pitch, and that is the first strike.
2-1.
Good pitch from him.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Lays off that fastball. It's a call, a strike, 2-2. He must have been looking for an off-speed pitch in that situation because the fastball looked like it surprised him. Swung on, hit.
And he hits the pitch on the ground, and maybe, yeah, and he reached the first base, and he's safe.
The potential of him scoring becomes greater. This is what this team needed.
And their pitcher at the plate now. What do you think, Steve? A bunt here? It's a definite bunt situation with a pitcher pressure up. They've got to get the runners moved up. Let's see if they agree.
And now Lusa Waffles in the batter's box against Max Russo.
There he goes for second. And he
Yeah. Very weak pitch, by the way, and yeah, like I said in the first inning, the type of hits are not successful to reach any of the bases. Yeah.
It's going to make the manager very happy right there. In the box again, their left fielder. He flew out his last time up.
Now Wally Dingle in the batter's box.
1 on, 1 out. And he starts him out.
Ball 1.
And taking a look here, the pitch types that he's thrown today that have yielded hits.
But that two-seamer's been hit 2 times.
Well, John, that's the one pitch that they've been able to see.
Strike 1.
This is the 3rd inning. So far, he's been fantastic out there. The way he's mixed those pitches up overall.
Strike. 2-1, one more strike, and Wally Dingle will be out.
Swung way too early.
Here's a spin and a throwback to
Oh,
second.
what's
Trying
this?
to keep him close. He's back on the bag. That one goes foul.
And that ball goes out, and it's a foul ball.
The 1-2 on its way. You're out. Fastball.
And that is a strikeout for Max Russo. Wally Dingle is out for now. Time for the next batter.
Defensive and try to make contact, but when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not. Now their rookie center fielder. And you know, any great pitching coach will emphasize the importance of mixing up your pitch types. Let's see how this guy's been doing in that regard.
Yeah, the thing about it is he's keeping his team in the game, and aside from a few mistakes he's thrown, he's done a pretty good job of mixing things up.
Yeah, it's been fairly consistent in this game. The variety of pitches has been good.
Now Dave Rocker in the batter's box. Ball. This one got a little bit too low.
A front door two-seam fastball, trying to throw it inside, letting it tail back to the inside corner. Couldn't quite catch the corner though. And that's
Ball 2.
away, ball 2. Pitch on the way. Fastball.
Ball 3.
In danger of losing him.
This got a little bit too wide, and one more ball. And Dave Rocker can walk 1 base further. And the other player on the second base also.
And he's hacked
Strike 1.
but he's up in front of the pitch. 3-1.
Well, he got a little over anxious on that last sinker and swings and misses.
He's ready. The 3-1. That's a foul.
And that goes out of bounds, and that ball goes out of bounds, and it's another ball, foul ball.
The 3-2 pitch. This one's grounded foul, wide of first.
And another foul ball.
And that's another.
Another foul ball. Another foul ball, man.
Line drive fouled off towards first.
And the batter makes
The more pitches a pitcher throws, the better chance you have.
foul balls one and another.
Right there, he kept
And that is a strikeout.
that 3-2 pitch low in the zone. This is a great battle.
So they pick up a hit.
And now it's halftime in the 3rd inning.
Home half.
That means
Coming up.
a defensive and offensive change.
Steve, how about the arm?
New Waverlys are in a
You know, when he's throwing the ball
offensive
don't
position, and
hitters have to stay behind
Gilroy in a defense position, and that is the first strike.
able to do that. They keep swinging and hitting the top part of the ball. And that strike starts the 3rd inning here, an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Strike 2.
Behind 0-2. Well, you don't see movement like that on pitches that often. A screwball, ball kind of tailing to the pitcher's arm side. Unbelievable.
And that is a strikeout. And it was a fast strikeout from York Waverlys against Max Russo. 3 very good pitches from him. Let's see whether he can do it again. Now we had Dexter Creasenberry in the batter's box.
Here's the first pitch. Fouled away.
And that is a foul ball. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Mixing your pitch types. Key to performance like the one we're seeing today on the mound. Here's a look at what he's been doing.
Well, he's done exactly that. He's changed speeds, he's mixed up all his pitches, and the great thing is he's throwing them all for strikes.
It's unpredictability.
He hits the pitch to the ground, but he didn't reach the first base in time.
The first, he's retired. That's 2 down.
And now he's out.
And the first baseman in. Grounded out last time up.
Herschel Levitate now in the batter's box against York Waverlys.
The pitch.
Comes the pitch. Good hit from Herschel Levitate.
That'll do it.
But
That one away. And nothing across here in this half of the inning. Third inning baseball.
the second baseman of Gilroy is able to catch the ball in the air. So he's out, and that was the end of the third inning. Now we will begin with the fourth inning, and Coach Carp is the first batter in the box against Max Russo.
Start things off here, inning number 4. Runs up
And yeah, was a very weak pitch,
throw on to first.
and yeah, he didn't
Gotta like the
make it in time.
You get on any way that you can, but just didn't locate that butt where he needed to beat it out and be safe. Clean up man in the
And like I said in the first inning,
Now let's take a moment here. Let's look at the pitches that
those type of pitches are
outside the strike zone.
not successful
John Steve
to reach any of the bases, and
locked in right now. Got the hitters
that type of
off
pitches,
balance. Here's the swing of pitches outside of the zone.
the defensive lineup would be always faster.
That's the toughest thing on any hitter. When you can't guess with the pitcher, you can't guess location, it makes it so difficult.
First pitch, a sinker away, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. 1-0 pitch.
Strike 1.
Swung on and missed.
Now Ginger Falcone in the batter's box. By the way, and that was the first strike.
Who knows?
Ginger Falcone, that woman should make the first run for the 1-0 lead.
Here's the 1-1. Strike 2 with
And that is a strike 2.
Changing the eye level of hitters is such a key component. Here we can see the breakdown of how this guy has been mixing location.
Pretty impressive stuff, the way he's been pounding this strike zone. It's an indication of the performance we're seeing from him. You don't have success without good use of mixing location.
And this ball got a little bit too high, and that means it is a ball, and now it's 2-2. One more strike and Ginger Falcone will be out.
The pitch.
And that is a strikeout! He throws Ginger Falcone out of the game for now.
That's his 5th strikeout today. There's second baseman in the box now. Last time through, he had a sacrifice bunt.
Now Pucci Magruder in the batter's box. Strike 1.
He can't connect, and it's a strike. Well, let's take a look at a breakdown of how this pitcher has been generating quality strikes. Guys, your thoughts?
When you're pitching as well as he has, you got the confidence factor on your side. We've seen him stay out of the middle of the plate, and that's important.
Well, they're playing coming into this game to attack this line.
Yeah, and that ball gets a little bit too wide, and as you know, that's the ball. 1-1. Ball 2. It was a little bit too low. In other words, underneath the knee joint. 2-1.
The 2-1 pitch. A swing and a fly ball to left center field.
And it was a good hit from her, but left fielder from the Waverlys able to catch the ball in the air, so Butchie Magruder's out, and it's halftime in the 4th inning. And now the Waverlys are in offensive position, and Gilroy in the defense position. And that is the first strike.
And the bottom of the 4th, that starts off with that strike. Like, they really can't seem to mount any offense at all. I mean, 1 hit through 4 innings, and you really have to look at your approach at the plate.
Ball 1.
Misses 1-1.
This ball got right underneath the knee joint of the batter, so it's ball 1-1. And he drops the pitch to the ground, but didn't make it in time. But it was a very close one. Oh, it was a very close one, ladies and gentlemen. For Riley. Strike 1, Loser Waffles.
Well, it's truly been a tremendous day on the mound for this man. Here's a breakdown of how he's been mixing up his locations, using that to his advantage.
Ball goes a little bit too wide from Loser Waffles.
And it makes it hard to swing confidently when they don't have their bearings in the box. They don't know location or speed, and right now they're just swinging over the top of everything.
Ball 2.
Fastball, that's going to be low. 2-1. Pitch. Taps this one foul to the right.
He hits the pitch, but it's a pitch out of play and it's a foul ball. Here comes the delivery. Good hit, but another foul ball.